Hello, how's it going?
Good, you must be Martin.
Yes, that is me. I'm
We're
here for,
expecting you.
yes, 1 o'clock.
Yes, you can go ahead and take a seat anywhere you'd like.
Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. Martinez, how has your day been so far?
Good, good. Just finished working. Been a little stressful with this interview, but I'm a little nervous, but I think I'm good to go.
You feel you're prepared?
Yeah, feel like I'm prepared. I feel like I'm ready to go. Hopefully, I get this job. Would really love this opportunity.
I hope that all works out well for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Mr. Mata, your 1 o'clock is here.
Hi, David. Thank you for that message.
Hi, Mr. Mata.
This
Good
is
to see you.
Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
How are you doing? I'm
Thanks.
Freddie
Hello.
Mata.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you. Going well.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you.
Hey,
Yes,
how's
how's
it
it
going,
going?
Martin? Martinez,
Hello.
Javier Sanchez.
Here's my resume, sir.
Oh, great. Thank you. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Well, Martin, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to apply for the retail sales position here with AT&T.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Like I said, my name is Javier Sanchez, and this is Freddie Mata. He's our HR manager, and I am one of the store managers here in McAllen.
We'll be running this interview together, so we'll be asking questions back and forth, if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
All right, and I'm gonna have David here. He's gonna go ahead and take some notes if you don't mind.
Okay.
Cool. So let's go ahead and start the interview process. Let's see here. Everything's good with your resume. Thank you for that. So, Martin, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself from, early years up till now, and also want to know what is your greatest strength.
Okay. I was born and raised in Edinburgh, Texas. I graduated from Edinburgh Bobcats, so I grew up as a Bobcat. I also have a 4-year degree from UTRGV under business management. I've had a lot of experience in retail and sales rep. As I worked 6 years in State Farm in my early years, and I currently work at Zumiez for 2 years, and I had a previous job at Sprint as a sales rep as well. I have a 4-year-old son that has motivated me to actually come here today and hopefully get this job.
Thank you.
Where are you? So I heard you're a Bobcat?
Yes.
We have plenty of Bobcats working for us at AT&T, so I think you'll fit right in.
Really?
Plenty of Bobcats. We have a few Cougars as well, so.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a rivalry.
A little rivalry.
Yeah.
So that's good. My first question would be, I want to know what your clear objectives are. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Let's say you do get this position. Where do you see yourself?
Okay, if I were to get this position, I would love to build myself within this company, as it's a very well-known and great company within itself. I would love to, clearly start from the bottom. I would love to work my way up into maybe becoming a manager or store manager, or even a district manager one day. Hopefully I could show you my potential and show you what I could do within this company. That way, so you could have your own opinion and maybe giving me those options.
Great, thank you.
Martin, like I said, the system we're going to use is we're going to kind of piggyback off each other, ask intermittent questions between me and Freddie here. So, give me an example, Martin, of how you achieve results through others.
Through others, well, I could refer back to my Zumiez job that I had back in the day. I was a sales rep and I was assistant manager for a short amount of time. We did do a lot of sales training and a lot of customer satisfaction training. There at Zumiez, we concentrated a lot on knowing the product and explaining to the customers exactly what we had and what we had to offer there at the store. So it definitely showed a lot of improvement within my sales team when I was an assistant manager at the time. They definitely showed me that they could produce, and they definitely showed me that they could obtain the goal that I would set for them. So that's how I would achieve those.
How'd that make you feel?
Made me feel good, feeling good as a store manager, accomplishing those goals. So it made me feel great as a person.
There's probably a follow-up to this question, but describe a specific action you took to increase efficiency or productivity. Could be at Zumiez or at any previous job that you've had.
Exactly what I was just saying. Even referring to my past jobs, we did believe in a lot of team building trainings and a lot of customer satisfaction trainings and even product-based trainings. Especially there at Zumiez, I'm going to refer back to that job a lot because that's where I feel like I gained my most knowledge. Also, like I was saying, dealing with those trainings, we would build on customer satisfaction. We would build on product knowledge, explaining to the customers exactly what they're buying, what kind of material that they're buying, what kind of brand they're buying, where it comes from. So that would definitely help in sales and productivity within our store there at Zumiez. So it definitely gave us a big bump when it came to that, knowing that we're giving the customer the knowledge, what we know, and we're passing it down to them. That way, so that they know exactly what they're buying. It usually helps because nobody really wants to buy something that they don't know what it does or what it is. So that definitely produced a lot more in sales.
Great. Sounds very interesting. The fact that the amount of training you received at Zumiez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Received a lot of training there.
Good stuff. Me being the store manager, I know my people very well. So something that I'd like to get to know from you, considering this is a retail sales position that you applied for. Martin, can you tell me about a time when you felt under pressure to perform, and what was the outcome?
Okay, yeah, I've been through many situations throughout my entire career from start to finish. I have indeed worked a lot of Black Fridays, especially during this time, during Christmas time. There's been plenty of times to where I have failed to perform for my expectations because having to deal with Black Friday and especially during Christmas time, it's real stressful. Having to deal with multiple customers coming from multiple areas. You don't really see your locals. You see people from all over the place, especially in the region that we live in. So it can get challenging trying to juggle 15 to 20 customers at one time, and I'm only one person. So having some customers leave dissatisfied and having some customers leave satisfied, that's not necessarily my initial goal. I want to make sure that everybody leaves happy, and I want to make sure that everybody leaves satisfied. So it's usually around this time. I'm sure, as you all know, coming from AT&T, it's stressful. It's a stressful time. But this would probably be one of the most prime examples I could give you that I failed to perform, especially customer base, where it can get difficult.
Very good example.
So you mentioned Black Friday. How many Black Fridays do you think you've worked in your history?
Throughout my career, I would want to say I worked probably about 12 to 13 maybe. So
Wow. That's a lot of Black Fridays.
yeah, it's been a journey.
That's a lot.
Definitely.
It's a lot of sales too.
A lot of
Yeah.
sales, a lot of experience there.
Definitely.
That's good. That's interesting to know. So my last question would be, if you could give me an example when you had a disagreement with your supervisor or a coworker, and I want to know what the outcome of that disagreement was. How did you deal with it?
Okay. Reframing back to my past job at Sprint, even at Zumiez, we there at Zumiez, I'll start with that example first. We do have a lot of young, up-and-coming kids that do work there, starting from age 16, 17, 18, young kids that we work with. The store manager does believe in giving a lot of hours, but sometimes she can overwork those kids, and me being an assistant manager felt that, in my opinion, it wasn't right because these kids are still in high school, maybe even starting college. That job is more based on helping them build instead of just running them dry. So me and the Zumiez store manager had a lot of disagreements when it comes to that. But the outcome, it's never gotten too bad. Sometimes she does get, of course, her being the head of the store, she's gonna do what she feels is right. But there are sometimes where we can't come to an agreement. So it never ends badly. It's more of just a mutual agreement. I would say that the outcome is, it's never gotten too bad. Same at Sprint. Same thing. We have a lot of young up and coming careers that start there. You know, kids maybe straight out of college, maybe young adults. Also, me knowing from experience, coming up, sometimes you know they do overwork you, and you know, me having that child, you know, when you want to go home and you know, spend time with them. So I've had a few disagreements with my supervisor there. So same thing. The outcome isn't bad. There's no yelling or argument there. It's more just a mutual agreement that we come to understand each other.
Okay, well, I'm glad that in both jobs you've been able to agree with your supervisor, so thank you very much for that. That's my last question.
Okay. I have one last question for you before we wrap it up. So there are times when you work without close supervision or support to get the job done, Martin, especially here in the retail world. Tell me about a time when you found yourself in such a situation and how things turned out.
Refraining back to my previous jobs, this happened to all of them, even there at State Farm, Zumiez, and Sprint. I've had multiple times to where the store manager leaves and we're left with just sales associates. We have no management, we have no supervision. It's happened plenty of times, and I'm no stranger to it one bit. Especially there at Zumiez, I'm referring to that one more time because I was an assistant manager. So having the store manager there, having somebody that leads us leave, can get stressful. She'll leave for 2-3 weeks at a time because she has to go train, do trainings, or go to events, which is understandable. But it can be challenging. But you know, taking the role of leader has helped me grow as an individual. It has helped me grow as with my work experience. Trying to take lead and helping either people that barely start with the company or even the veterans that have to try to push through any diversity that they go through or any challenge that they go through. So it's definitely a challenge, but you know, we get through it, or I get through it as a team. It's not just me as an individual, but I'm definitely team based, and I try to make everything team based.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Last question would be kind of towards you to us was, what questions do you have for us?
Okay, I have one major question. If I were to get hired by any chance, how do y'all get promotions here? Do y'all promote often, or do y'all wait, or is there a certain extent to where I have to wait?
Answer that.
Go ahead, Mr. Javier, has your answer.
I do this all the time, so I'm pretty easy to answer this. Well, Martin, here at AT&T, we don't promote within the first 6 months. We do want to make sure that you have the proper training vested in you, so that when you are ready, you know, you're ready to be promoted at that time to the next level. With that being said, we're always watching. We have high expectations for all of our sales reps. We have quotas and expectations, and we make sure they're aware of those expectations.
Of course.
So every day of the month, every month of the year, we always look to how you've been performing. So what that means is your history with us stays with you, and we're always grabbing people. You know, there's a lot of people that have been promoted that probably never even asked to be promoted, because we love to promote from within, and when we feel you're ready, we come to you.
That's good news. Also, just a little follow-up question. I want to know if, same example, if I were to get hired, how are y'all pay based? Do y'all work on commissions? Because I know this is a sales rep position. Are y'all based on commission, or is it through salary or hourly? How exactly do y'all work?
I'll go ahead and take that one, thank you. This is a sales representative position, so the great thing about AT&T is we pay above your base salary commission. The commission is paid out monthly, so a sales representative does have unlimited, I guess, level of income if they do sell the products that we motivate them to sell and we require them to sell. So base salary plus commission.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I think that is it on my end. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for having me.
Any other
Very
questions?
good. That sums it up.
Great.
Okay.
David, did you get that?
Yep, I got everything.
Okay.
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Martinez, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Martinez, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
For your time.
Appreciate it.
we will make our decision by the end of the week, so hopefully you get a phone call.
Okay, thank you, sir, I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
We'll let
Thank
David
you.
walk you out.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.